Hey, welcome back. I forgot a couple more items, so we'll call this part two of a hybrid van build. Like I said in part one, I built this design based on versatility, so I can tear it apart in minutes and use it to haul stuff, and then throw it all back together and go camping the next day. So a couple more details I wanted to share with you that I thought were clever ideas I came up with. So here we go. Um, these drawers, I actually pulled these out of a dumpster. They are, if you don't know what they are drawers that go underneath your washers and dryers, which washers and dryers, are made to break. So people are throwing these things away all the time. They're very expensive, and it makes great storage for your camper. They are steel, totally wrapped all the way around, so I can pull them out, throw them in the garage, and they're protected. The insides are plastic. They do have a nice weighted close, but I've learned that driving can make them pop open. So I think I'm gonna just install some magnets maybe here on the sides and here, so that when they close, it'll keep it locked while I'm driving. The only other thing I wanted to share with you, well, there's a couple things, I guess. We like to go road biking, so I kept this whole area wide open, and I mounted these fork mounts on the ceiling so we can mount our bikes right up there while we're traveling. The only other thing here I want to share with you is my battery setup. Now this is ugly, I haven't cleaned it up yet, but right behind the seat here is all my switching for different devices. But then that comes down into a fuse box. I built a van build for my daughter, and I didn't do the fuse box. I just did inline fusing, and this seems to be an easier, better option because I can access it right here. Below there is a 55 amp hour battery and a 50 amp disconnect fuse right in line with the positive. Here's my favorite thing about this van. I don't know if this is true for all vans out there in the market, but this one has its basically a battery designed for cargo situations, so it can run air conditioners and coolers and so on and so forth. And it's right here underneath the feet of the driver. So I'll show you that, which was super convenient for tying in that second battery. So as you can see here, here's the battery. Underneath this red positive terminal area is a bunch of connections, so you can hook onto there multiple times for different devices. But what I have here running is I basically used some jumper cable wire, ran from this 95 amp hour battery to the 55 amp hour battery, which adds up to what, 150 amps. So 150 amps. I do solar off-grid stuff all the time for my where I work, and 150 amp hours is super plenty for your weekend camper experience. Maybe even more, maybe even a week if you're just using your lights and your fan once in a while. Minimal load. So I don't feel like it's necessary to spend all that money on huge battery banks if you're not going to live in your van. So anyway, just thought I'd share a few more things, and I'll see you later.